So let me share my screen and then we'll get started with the overview. Can you see my screen? Yep, cool. All right, so welcome to Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master Program Introduction session. My name is Sandeep. I'm director working with Agility Academy, got more than 22 years of industry experience, out of which last decade is more in Agile leadership, coaching, consulting, training, mentoring roles. Worked in different industries, banking, telco, utility services, and been pivotal in Agile transformation. So what we are going to do today, we are quickly go through the outline of Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master Program. I know there are a lot of people who want to do it, but have got a lot of questions or want to know how relevant this is based on what they are trying to achieve. So in the next 30 minutes or so, we are going to discover what this program is all about. And if you have got any questions, feel free to ask that. We'll start by introduction to Discipline Agile Toolkit, because Discipline Agile is not a framework like Scrum, Safe, LACE, or anything else in the industry. It is a toolkit. Why Discipline Agile approach, how it helps people who come from diverse background. I'm a SPC, I'm Safe Professional Consultant. I believe that each and every framework has got purpose and it's useful given a context. Uh, so why Discipline Agile approach? How it helps you to enhance your current skill set and support your organization? What kind of strategies are there? When it comes to Discipline Agile Scrum Master, where do you stand in the entire PMI's Agile leadership journey? What are different 6 delivery life cycles? And how you can use all that knowledge which you are going to learn in this 2-day training in a practical world? How you can select best fit life cycle given a context and then help team to evolve beyond just one particular framework. So that's what we are going to briefly cover. So what is a Discipline Agile Toolkit? It's a framework. It's not a framework. It is a group of strategies which have been picked up from Scrum, Kanban, Safe, Agile modeling, PMBOK. So you'll be surprised to see that you will not find ready to use solution. Here you need to understand the context, find out what is the biggest problem which is faced by your teams, what your organization or your project program is trying to achieve, and how you can leverage one of those toolkit strategies to deliver things quicker to the customer, how you can add value to your customer without compromising on employee health, without compromising on quality. So that's about Discipline Agile Toolkit, which is exhaustively explored in this 2-day certification program. The key reason behind Discipline Agile is that one size doesn't fit all. So standard approach doesn't work. And if you have worked in any Agile teams, you might have experienced that whenever someone says that we are going to follow one particular framework or one particular ways of working, that doesn't that doesn't scale up. That doesn't work because different teams have got different context. Sometimes whenever there's a change which is pushed, people resist to that change. And that's why Discipline Agile gives you a lot of options when it comes to understanding what needs to be done. And at the backbone of Discipline Agile is something called as a DA browser, Discipline Agile Toolkit. And in that, there are 26 process goals. And I'll quickly explain what process goal stands for. In the Discipline Agile, you always start by understanding what is the challenge, what is goal you are trying to achieve as a team or a program or a organization. And based on that, you find out which area you need to focus more. So if you are going to start a new team, you are forming a new team, then you might want to explore. So forming a team is one of the process goal. Then you need to find out, okay, are we talking about team wherein you require dozen of people, or we are talking about a big team wherein there might be 30 plus team members? What kind of skill sets are required? Are we expecting everyone to be co-located coming from the same geographical location, or that's going to be cut across multiple time zones? Because all these factors influences what kind of challenges you might face while supporting teams, while starting your agile transformation journey. So there are 26 process goals which are explored. Uh, Now, when we talk about Senior Scrum Master course, where does it fit in? So anyone who is new to Agile, the recommended career path is that you should do Discipline Agile Scrum Master program or Discipline Agile Certified Practitioner program if you are looking for a generic information. But if you have got at least 1 or 2 years of experience working in Agile world. You might not be acting as a Scrum Master, product owner, or team leader, but you have been part of a team. You know how daily stand-up happen, why, what are the different rituals, meetings which are conducted, and then you want to gain in-depth experience in Agile, how that can be applied in a complex situation. Then Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master is the right program for you. But journey doesn't finish here. Even though we are going to talk more about Senior Scrum Master course, I want to share that beyond this, if you decide to pursue and advance your career, there are two options. You can become Discipline Agile coach, where you can coach bigger chunk of work, or you can decide to follow consultancy path and then become Discipline Agile value stream consultant. So that's where this Discipline Agile course, a Senior Scrum Master course, fit in Agile leadership journey. Any questions on things which we have covered so far? No, all good. All right, so just to quickly help you understand before we start exploring Senior Scrum Master, what is a Scrum Master in Discipline Agile landscape? So Scrum Master is one who has got fundamental understanding of Agile, Lean, who understand what are different roles in Agile, any Agile team, like a Scrum Master, product owner, Agile team member. So anyone who has got that basic understanding, that person can be called as a Discipline Agile Scrum Master. So if you already have got that knowledge, you don't need to go through this particular program in order to do Senior Scrum Master program. But if you haven't got this experience, what we recommend is to do Scrum Master course first, rather than just going and doing Senior Scrum Master. Because in a Senior Scrum Master course, you don't talk about Agile Manifesto. We don't talk about 4 values, 12 principles in Agile. Or we don't talk about what are the different ceremonies conducted at a team level, like daily stand-up, sprint planning. That's something which is covered in the Scrum Master course. So the Senior Scrum Master course, what do we cover is we start by having foundation in terms of creating a senior Agile leader. So even though title of course is Senior Scrum Master, I will say that true title should be Discipline Agile Senior Leader, because you don't just focus on Scrum as a framework in this particular program, but you go beyond Scrum, you explore different strategies. So it starts by having understanding in terms of how you can create a high performing team by leveraging emotional intelligence. And you might have heard about emotional intelligence quite often, like ability to connect with people, understand what they are feeling, thinking, and then putting yourself in their shoe and providing them support. So what kind of things are required to build that? How you can manage conflicts. Conflicts are not bad. Right? If you come across any team, any situations when there are a group of people, they are not having any argument or they are not challenging each other's idea, that means there might be lack of psychological safety. People are not open to contribute. People are not open to challenge and share diverse ideas. So how you can create a high performing team by leveraging different conflict management strategies. So that's something which is covered at a foundational level. Then you start exploring what need to be done if you want to scale up beyond 1 or 2 teams, how you need to work in a big wider organizations where there might be DevOps. And in Discipline Agile, when you talk about DevOps, it's not just development and operational team. Here you consider data, security, you consider business operations, release management. So all different aspects which are required for you to deliver that outcome. And then towards end, in the expert level, you explore different approaches when it comes to doing governance. So traditional project management says that you need to govern people by looking at 3 things, time, cost, and scope. In Discipline Agile, you go beyond that and you try to find out based on what you are trying to achieve. So there are different strategies, like there's a OKR strategy, there's a goal question metric strategy. All those things are explored in this expert level in Senior Scrum Master course. So many times people who have done this particular program, they come from a project management background, they come from a leadership background, or someone who is passionate about applying Agile at a multiple team level, and they have found a lot of strategies in terms of planning, reporting, metrics useful. So whenever, by the way, whenever you see this QR code, if you scan it, you can download brochure. There is also 5-minute short video on the Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master program, which you can find, and you can also look at different dates available to register for this instructor-led Agility Academy instructor-led program. So again, just to repeat, if you want to become a senior Scrum Master, or if you want to become a senior Agile leader, these are the 5 essential skills which are required, or probably I'll say critical skills. And those skills are explored in depth. So there is a one chapter, one lesson, just looking after Agile metrics and governance. There's a one lesson looking at Agile planning and reporting, one lesson looking at conflict management. So that's how I'll say that within this 2-day program, what you explore is wealth of knowledge, which is covered in around dozen of books. And you end up completing this program by having some practical tips and tricks. And I'm going to share that shortly, how this program helps you to come up with your own toolkit and strategy by taking one example. Uh, so even when you are acting as a senior leader, what do you want to do is you want to provide your teams or team of teams multiple options. And that's where Discipline Agile has come up with these 6 different delivery life cycle, Agile delivery life cycles. So these 6 different Agile delivery life cycles can be followed by Discipline Agile team, and still you can be claimed as someone who is following Agile mindset and principle. It's not like Scrum versus Kanban, safe versus less. It's all driven by the context and what you are trying to achieve. So let me quickly tell you what these 6 different delivery life cycles are then and how those are used in Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master program. So first one is Scrum, which I think most of you are familiar. Three roles, 3 artifacts, 5 events. So you work in a short cycle, you follow the iteration sprint, you deliver things. Second one is about Kanban or Lean, where you pull work as and when capacities are available, you deliver work immediately whenever there's a need to deliver it. So you don't do planning in advance for 1 week, 2 weeks, or 4 weeks. You do planning based on the need, based on the emerging information. Then there's this Discipline Agile Lean Exploratory Life Cycle, which is based on a book called as The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. If you haven't read it, I will recommend to read that book. So this particular life cycle you might want to apply if you work in a team wherein market is unknown, customer behavior and response is unknown. You are launching a new product, right? So in such cases, you can't just come up with a fixed strategy. You need to experiment. You need to try out few things, see whether it's working. If it works, great, continue doing that work. If it doesn't work, find out how you can relaunch that product in same market or different market, how you can reposition it. So this is a Discipline Agile Lean exploratory life cycle, which is typically used when teams are doing something new and market is also unpredictable. And the last one is Discipline Agile's program lifecycle, which is similar to say Scale Agile framework, if you have heard about it, where you might have around dozen of teams who need to follow same cadence, synchronize in order to produce that a big chunk of work in terms of solution. So you expect everyone to follow Scrum, and then there is a cross-team integration, dependency management in order to produce that solution. So these are the different life cycles which are used as a senior agile leader in this particular program. And then there's another thing which we'll be exploring in detail. This is called as a spider diagram, tactical scaling spider diagram. So we'll be going through this in detail. So if let's say tomorrow you are asked to lead agile team, you are in the new organizations or going to lead a new project or new chunk of work. So first thing which you need to do, rather than just going and saying that, hey, let's follow Scrum or let's follow Lean, what you need to do is use this tactical scaling chart to understand the context. So you might want to find out, okay, are we talking about solution which require 100 of people, or it's something which can be done by one team of 10? How about people's location? Are they co-located sitting next to each other, or are they across multiple cities in same time zone? Or someone is in Australia, another one is in Europe, and someone is in New York. So how is the distribution? Organizational structure. Are we going to have a few people who are coming from our vendor partner, contractor, or everyone is part of the same organizations? How about skill? If we are going to want to deliver this thing, are we going to use something which is quite niche in the industry, very difficult to acquire, or something which is easily available? Compliance. If you are going to work on a life critical solution, like if you are going to be in aeronautical industry, then you need to have more and more compliance requirements to be catered for, compared to something wherein there is no need or informal compliance is required. So this is going to drive what type of scope you need to explore, how much documentation you need to do. Solution complexity, are you going on cloud or are you going to create something standalone or integrated with your legacy environment? This solution complexity is more applicable when you are talking about technology solutions. And then domain complexity, do you know what you are going to do? Or do you need to run some experiments? Are you going to work in a complex environment or straightforward environment? So all these factors you will be exploring, and for each of those, as I mentioned earlier, there are different strategies. So multiple process goals out of those 26 will be influenced. I'll say for domain complexity, it will be more to do with scope, which needs to be explored, how you are going to explore it. Geographical distribution, again, if you have a team who is across multiple time zones, you need to spend more time to understand how they are going to coordinate work. Do you have enough overlapping time? So there will be different type of challenges. So you use this in order to understand which life cycle is best fit, plus where can be pain points, where you need to provide support to teams or team of teams in order to perform better. Once that's done, there is something unique which you will be exploring called as how to choose your way of working. So this flowchart helps you to decide based on given situation whether your team should go and follow exploratory life cycle if you don't know what customer want, or if it is a large program requiring multiple teams, probably program, and then lean or agile. So you'll be going through this in the program. We will be sharing few case studies which are from the ground. So Agility Academy has been following Discipline Agile since several years, and we have applied learning from this while supporting multiple corporate clients. So we are not just in a training, we are in consulting business as well. So this case study, we haven't mentioned actual name of this company, but this case study talks about application of Discipline Agile for this particular program of work, where based on the context, we have supported team to pick up the best fit life cycle. So you'll go through that case study, find out what need to be done. You will understand that why we have followed this path based on context and how we have started following Agile rather than lean, program, or exploratory in that particular case study in situation. So it's a highly interactive program in which you will be learning a lot from the industry expert rather than just sticking with the course book, and you will have opportunity to come up with really good insights in terms of how you can apply it from day one in your company, or even if you are trying to transition into senior role, this program will support you to gain those insights and learnings. Now, if I want to zoom out and show you the entire journey and where does Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master fit in. So this is from PMI, the way value stream or value flows. So you got a customer, there might be need to deliver something new based on the type of work. There might be big portfolio management which is required. Work will be sliced into small chunks. So you'll be learning something called as a minimum business increment in this program, MBI, which is quite unique. It's not MVP, it's MBI. MBI is bunch of features, capabilities for which customer is ready to pay. So it's an investment for generating revenue rather than investment to discover whether you are building right thing. So you'll be learning that how to slice MBIs, what it stands for, and Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master or Discipline Agile Senior Leader will be leveraging program management, agile delivery, life cycles, and different concepts and tools and techniques when it comes to implementing those changes and then delivering that potential value to the customer. And throughout this, you will be exploring strategies. So this is a strategy process goal in which there are multiple tools, tips, tricks which have been shared, continuous improvement, support, data management. So it goes beyond, and that's why I was saying that the title is not doing justice. It's rather than Senior Scrum Master, it's a Agile Senior Leader course where you'll be looking at several things from the value delivery point of view. Any questions about this program?
Sandeep, I might ask a question. How is this different to SASM?
Okay, so how is it different from SAFe Advanced Scrum Master program? So SAFe Advanced Scrum Master program is focused on SAFe as a framework. So if you are already working in a SAFe enterprise where your team, your organization, your program is following SAFe, I will say that Advanced Scrum Master program or course tackle systematic issues, anti-patterns which are faced in that context. So if you have got multiple Scrum Masters who are not collaborating, they are part of the same release train, or if you have got a challenge wherein there is a lot of issue in terms of involvement of product owner, anti-patterns which emerge because work is not sliced into small chunks. So that program assumes that you are already working in a safe enterprise and you want to explore advanced challenges. Whereas senior Scrum Master, discipline agile senior Scrum Master is not tied to one particular framework. It takes different view. So in past we had students who came from organizations where development or technology type of work wasn't done. So we had people who came from project management background, program management background. We had people who came from even transformational team, or someone who came who just started new in an agile team and wanted to apply these practices. Because in this particular program, you don't talk about framework, you talk about planning. So how you should do planning. And one of the approach within that planning might be doing this program level planning. That's covered in stage, right? Metrics. So here you talk about, okay, given a context, which metric makes sense? So it provides certain guidelines about standard metrics, popular metrics, and type of metrics. It says that rather than doing reporting across portfolio or program on time, cost, and schedule, what you need to do, sorry, time, scope, and cost. What you need to do, you need to find out what are the common themes. So it might be NPS score, net promoter score. It might be something to do with the revenue which is getting generated. It might be code quality or quality of work. And then you try to find out ways through which you can collect those metrics. So I'll say that if you are working already in a safe enterprise, scale agile enterprise, advanced Scrum Master course might be right fit for you if you want to advance in that environment. If you are looking for something to explore which is framework agnostic, can be applied anywhere, even if you work in a traditional project management world and you are a project manager, program manager, and you want to apply certain techniques, you can always rely on things which are covered in this particular program. Okay, so I hope this helps. So again, going back, so this is where it stands in discipline agile leadership journey. If you already got some Scrum experience, agile experience, this is right course for you, program for you. You can scan this QR code, download brochure, find out more, register to our one of the upcoming course. And it is also foundation to do advanced programs like discipline agile coach and value stream consultant. So as per PMI, unless you are a senior Scrum Master, you are not supposed to take these courses because these courses are built on top of discipline agile senior Scrum Master course curriculum. That's it for today. A bit about Agility Academy. We are in the industry since 2017. We are passionate about agile change management. We are authorized training and transformational partner of Scale Agile, SAFE, as well as PMI. We are one of those few organizations across world who offer a full range of discipline agile leadership services. So we have got credentials to deliver everything which we have discussed so far, up to value stream consultant. And we believe in making an impact in empowering individuals and organizations in agile journey. So that's it for today. Any questions? If not, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's session. And then I know there were a lot of people who wanted to attend it but couldn't make it. So we'll share the recording with you so that you can understand more. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.